Hello and welcome to Lights Go Up, Lights Go Down. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to everyone that's been watching the earlier videos. We've only been going since early December, so we've already got over 100 subscribers, which is brilliant. I'm really happy with that. So today I'm going to introduce you to one of my projects. Got too many projects really, but this is one of them. Talk a little bit about the story as to why I went for this car. And what my plans are with it. I've got quite a lot of modified MX5s, and I was sort of thinking I would like to get a standard one and basically leave it standard. So the goal was to either find a nice limited edition or a really early car. So start looking around, start seeing what comes up. Every now and then do a search for something on eBay or any of the other sort of areas where you can get cars. And I stumbled across this one, which you may have noticed is actually on an F. Now, I saw it advertised, wasn't that far away, and I thought, well, it's on an F reg, that means one of two things. It's either a DVLA muck-up or it's a really early car. Either way, it was worth going to have a look at. I already knew that there was a few things to look at for the early cars, and that is that they have different suspension top mounts. They have a slightly different front panel, short nose crank engine. Short nose crank engine you should be able to see in one of my other videos. And the roof catches are gloss black instead of the sort of satin kind of rough finish that's on them normally. So went to look at the car. Sure enough, it had all of those things. So I thought, right, okay, let's get this car bought, get it back to the workshop. So I get it bought, get back here, and I'll start looking around it, and I'll start to notice a few other things. And that is that the differential is also different. And on this particular car, the seatbelt clips are different, but I haven't been able to confirm whether that's for an early car or not. So I started looking into chassis numbers and trying to work out exactly how early this car is. Turns out it's number 2,331 off the production line, which still sounds fairly high, I suppose, but only 2,500 were made in the first month of production. That month of production is believed to have been in April '89, which actually, on its build date, would make this a legitimate F-Reg car. However, it shouldn't really be registered as an F-Reg because they weren't released until September '89. But DVLA have obviously gone on the build date. So what are my plans with it? Well, basically restore it. I haven't decided exactly how far to go yet. I'm obviously going to do a bodywork restoration. There's some minor corrosion to deal with, some of which I've already started. Nothing major though. And what I'm trying to decide at the moment is whether I should be stripping down all the subframes, repowder coating all the arms, new bushes. It's whether I want to go to that extreme. The car itself is actually in quite good condition, so I'm in two minds: keep it original for as long as is possible, or just literally do a nut and bolt restoration and be done with it. You guys can help me with that. You can maybe give me some comments and let me know if what you think I should do with it. So what we'll do is I'll go through and I'll show you a few things with it and show you what some of these differences are that I've already mentioned. So starting with the front panel, on the later cars you've got the one hole here and another hole here. Only the very early cars don't have that hole. The suspension top mounts on the later cars aren't flat like this. They actually cup around the spring slightly. I'm not sure why they changed that. I guess it was just to hold the spring better than what this one does, but I've not ever seen any problems with these. I have seen a few of these, so I'm not really sure why that is. Now, it's still a limited slip differential, but on the later cars this would have cooling fins all the way down here. So looks a bit strange actually without the cooling fins. You can see I've already started some of the restoration works, this car had minor corrosion in this area just on the outer skin. So we've already cut that out and replaced that outer skin. This will eventually obviously get painted when the whole car gets a full respray. As I say, we had already started work on this, so I've removed the front wings, front bumper, mainly to get access behind here and see what we're dealing with. Obviously we have found some corrosion which I'll be dealing with, and I'll be doing a video of repairing that. Quite unusual actually to see it there and nothing underneath. Underneath is as new really. So what's happened here is there's normally seam sealer along there, and water's got underneath it and the seam sealer started to fail, and then a small amount of corrosion's got in there. But what we do is we'll cut all that out and we'll recreate, hand make some panels to go back in there and make it look as original as we possibly can really. As you can see, the underside's not really that bad, which sort of, I always have a feeling that cars are only original once. Once you've restored it, it becomes the same as any other restored car out there. So that's kind of why I'm in two minds of this car. Do we just sort of clean it up as much as possible and leave it as original as it clearly is underneath, or do we just strip it right down, powder coat the subframes, powder coat the suspension arms, new bushes, new drop links, new shocks, new springs, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, please try and help me out and decide on what to do there. Send me plenty of comments, and time might be a factor at the end of the day. I might not actually have enough time to do all that anyway, but it would be nice to. Okay, so send me some comments, you tell me. So moving inside, the steering wheel obviously needs to be replaced. That's well past its best. These are seatbelt clasps I mentioned earlier. I've never seen any like that. I don't know whether that's because it's an early car or whether these have been changed at some point, but I've not seen them on any other early cars as yet. The roof catches, as you can see there, they're a gloss black. This sort of indicates to me that this hardtop is original to the car. What with those being gloss black and it not having a heated screen, tells me it's an early hardtop anyway. And even you look at the side catches there, they're gloss black as well. So yeah, I think it's an original hardtop, and I actually think the roof might be original as well. It's in pretty good condition actually, but I think it's probably been behind this hardtop pretty much most of its life. So there you have it. We've introduced you to number 2331. Once again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Things like this don't really come that naturally to me, so hopefully I'll get better and better at it. If not, I'll give up. But yeah, the plan is to do, to continue this car, continue doing videos about it, showing the full restoration of it, whichever direction we decide to go in. So once again, thank you for watching, and it'll be great if you subscribe and comment.